welcome back to Airtime Studios, and in today's video it is the second episode of the Sunday Coaster Show, where I share with you all the different news and rumours in the theme park industry. And boy, do we have an action-packed video today. Unfortunately, there is no theme park rumours to the theme park gossip section of the video. However, we've got so many updates in the main section of the video, news around the rails. So stay tuned for all the sort of different updates that I'm going to be sharing in this video. It's going to be action-packed, so make sure you click that subscribe button so we can jump into this video. Now, today, we do have another surprise update of the week, and I can announce the surprise update of the week is the curse at Alton Manor. Now, the curse at Alton Manor is the refurbishment of Duel, the haunted house strikes back. Last year, on the 6th of September, Duel closed at Alton Towers. Duel was a shooting ride at the Alton Towers resort that used to be, before it was turned into a shooting ride, just a standard haunted house where there was different effects just moving around. But in 2002, they upgraded it by adding blasters to it. But last year, it really got very tatty, Duel. So they shut it in September, and it has been announced that they're refurbishing it to the curse at Alton Manor. Now, this concept art that's on your screen right now looks really creepy, with these people and a really haunted house. And by the sounds of it, from what John Wardley said in a recent question and answer video, he said that Duel was gonna go back to its sort of original state, you see. So I think that's an 100% confirmation that there is going to be no blasters on the ride, and he also made it sound like that in that video. So it seems very much that blasters where you shoot targets is going to be removed, but it seems like there is going to be multiple special effects on this ride. And he said it was going to be plenty re-rideable, John Wardley. So we'll see exactly what it has to offer. So it certainly seems very creepy. And another curse, sort of. We've already got one curse at Alton Towers. Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Where the curse in that one is the fact that if this tree loses a branch, then a member of the Earl's family will die. So, and in that legend that Alton Towers came up with, when a branch fell off the tree, a member of the Earl's family mysteriously died. So to this day, the tree is chained up for an unexplainable reason. In real life, it is a real tree. It's chained up. But Alton Towers sort of used that chained up tree to adapt a story to it, which is very interesting. So I wonder how well of a story the Curse at Alton Manor is going to be compared to Hex, the Legend of the Towers. Certainly another curse, as Hex is a very interesting story. So I see just how interesting the storyline is for the curse at Alton Manor. It's coming back hopefully at the start of the season at the Alton Towers resorts, and I'm sure it's gonna be a great storyline and with some fabulous theming. Now, that was the surprise update of the week. Next, it's time to jump into news around the rails. So, in news around the rails, the first update I can bring to you at multiple is that Drayton Manor are going to be announcing a new roller coaster very soon. Basically, Drayton Manor have announced that a new coaster is coming soon, and more detail will be provided at a later date. So that is a very interesting news story from Drayton Manor. Following the removal of the Apocalypse Drop Tower, which they must have made room for what they're calling is going to be one of the UK's best roller coasters. So let's see if this is going to be a big thrill ride with lots of elements, or is it going to be one of the UK's best family roller coasters, due to the fact Drayton Manor are going down a sort of family route in their theme park. I think this outcome is more likely to be one of the UK's best family sort of roller coaster. I think it's still going to have some thrilling elements to it. I don't think it's just going to be a little kiddie coaster, of course, if it's going to be one of the UK's best roller coasters. I think it's going to be some sort of mild thrill elements to go along with this track layout, because that would make total sense with Drayton Manor going down a really family route, following the refurbishment of the area that includes Shockwave last year, and also the opening of another family area that came last year. So that is certainly very interesting how they've announced this brand new roller coaster, and as soon as more details are announced about this brand new roller coaster at Drayton Manor, I will of course share this with you on the Sunday Coaster Show. Right, next on the agenda for news around the rails. Right, the brand new Chessington Winged Shuttle launched roller coaster has been announced to have a height restriction of 1.2 metres. Now, this is a shock, because Mandrill Mayhem was more than likely to have a 1.4 height restriction like most thrilling roller coasters in the United Kingdom. As it goes, for starters, it goes upside down, and those elements, especially on the Bolliger and Mabilliard roller coaster, will most likely have a height restriction of 140 centimetres. But this one, for some reason, has a height restriction of 120 centimetres. And I hardly know any Bolliger and Mabilliard roller coasters in the world to have a 1.2 metre height restriction. Pretty much all of the B&Ms I've ridden have been 1.4 metres. So this is such a shock that it's actually 1.2 metres. And luckily for you shorter visitors to the theme park, you can now ride Chessington's first inverting roller coaster at the height of 1.2 metres, which is a great announcement so that more families can ride that roller coaster, Mandrill Mayhem, and experience the thrill of the Mandrill. Next up on news around the rails, it has been announced that Six Flags over Georgia are opening a brand new dueling roller coaster. Now, this dueling roller coaster is actually a dueling single rail roller coaster, which is very, very interesting, because I've never heard of such a concept in my life before. A dueling single railed roller coaster. And the manufacturer of this ride is going to be Skyline Attractions, which is quite interesting, as quite a few well-known single rail roller coasters are made by the manufacturer Rocky Mountain Construction, who are known for their hybrid roller coaster of the iBox section tracked and wooden supports. But RMC do a few single rail coasters, so I would have thought automatically at first that roller coaster would have been manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction, as they're also known to make a few dueling roller coasters, such as their RMC Twisted Colossus at Six Flags Magic Mountain is a dueling roller coaster. However, this is manufactured by Skyline Attractions, which is quite different, and this concept looks very interesting, as single rail roller coasters are known to have very thrilling elements, like they've got some really steep drops, like pretty much 90-degree drops, and some insane elements can be done with single rail roller coasters. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that comes along in the USA at Six Flags over Georgia. It certainly looks like an interesting concept, and I'll be looking forward to seeing what the rankings of that is amongst people's roller coasters. One of the last two news updates I'm sharing in News Around the Rails. First one is that the trains have arrived for the new pipeline roller coaster or surf roller coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. Whatever you still call it, you'll know whichever one I mean. Pipeline or surf roller coaster. That's the two names the roller coaster has been given so far. There's no official name for it, but those are the names for the model that it's been given. The original name was the surf roller coaster, but however, the official model name has now been announced to be a pipeline roller coaster, and the first pipeline roller coaster is coming to SeaWorld Orlando, and the different kind of stand-up trains to a traditional stand-up roller coaster have arrived for the pipeline roller coaster at SeaWorld Orlando. This roller coaster looks very interesting. It doesn't look like a extremely thrilling roller coaster. However, it does look quite thrilling, and it has quite a few sections to sort of simulate the feel of surfing on this sort of surf/pipeline roller coaster. So those trains should hopefully help the ride experience feel more thrilling, as my first impressions of like simulated POVs of it weren't that great. I thought, this doesn't look very good, but let's see exactly how the experience goes with these brand new trains on the surf roller coaster. Now, the last announcement I'm going to share is quite a sad announcement. Well, not that sad, but sort of, I'm quite sad about it because I never got to ride this in its original form, and that is that Splash Mountain at Magic Kingdom at Disney World is closing to be refurbished to a different theme. But that's quite unfortunate, because I liked the look of all the mountain and all the theming for Splash Mountain at Disney World. So that is quite a sad announcement that it's going to get rethemed into a newer Disney film. Now it was announced a couple of years ago, but COVID sort of delayed it. That it was going to be rethemed to the Princess and the Frog, I think. So that's quite an interesting theme. It looked okay, the sort of theming for it, but I'd have much rather them done it up and kept it in its original theme, but it really looks like an iconic theme for Disney World. But there you have it. That is all the news around the rails that I'm going to be sharing today. Unfortunately, like I said at the start of the video, there is no theme park rumours to share for the theme park gossip section of this video, so we can jump straight into the construction updates. Now, the two construction updates I'm going to be sharing with you is the Nemesis track removal and Universal's F-Universe, a couple that I shared last week, as it's a couple of construction projects that I'm very interested in, let's just say. So I'd like to share these with you. Firstly, I'm going to start off with the Nemesis track removal, because basically all the old track has been completely removed from the roller coaster. If you didn't know, Nemesis at Alton Towers is getting a full refurbishment work where they're going to replace all the track from the top of the lift hill to the start of the brake run. So the only parts of the ride that remain in place today are the lift hill, the brake run, and the station. Take a look at this little aerial shot to see just how much hard work the Alton Towers Resort have done to get rid of this old track for the new track. enjoyed that aerial shot. It's certainly very interesting how Alton Towers have got on with this fabulous refurbishment for Nemesis. It's great how they've got on with it and done all of this work really fast to get prepared for the brand new track that's coming to the Alton Towers Resort, to replace the old track in the exact same layout. Now, the final construction update I'm going to be sharing with you every week. I promise I will share this same update with you. Universal's Epic Universe. There's more hard work done to this brand new theme park that's coming to Universal Studios Florida Resort in Orlando. So every week I will share a different update of Universal's Epic Universe, and it's certainly going to be great to see just how much progress is made on Epic Universe until it opens in 2025. So take a look at these next few pictures, which are going to show exactly what has been done the past week at Universal's Epic Universe. Now, it's great to see the progress of Universal's Epic Universe every single week that you can enjoy on the Sunday Coaster Show on Airtime Studios. What a great theme park news video this has been for the Sunday Coaster Show. Lots of different updates that I've shared with you guys watching Airtime Studios. Before we wrap up this video, be sure to click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss the latest theme park news from Airtime Studios again. And if you didn't know already, my upload schedule is Tuesday, Friday and Sunday. So be prepared for a video every one of those days every week. Goodbye from me, Lewis from Airtime Studios, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye!